If you want to cut a chieftaincy wear for those chiefs, what we need to do is to get our fabric, just as I've gotten it now, and fold it into two. I fold it into two. Then we first separate it and cut the front panel. After cutting the front panel, we then cut the back panel, because on the back panel it will be having a yoke, a gutter, call it gutter, that will run, or fitting that will run through the back region. So what I need to do is that I will separate this fabric now, and I will close this up. I'm marking it one after the other. So what I want to mark now is the front panel. So but before I commence my marking, I will list out the measurements we'll be using to cut this chieftaincy wear. The length is 33 inches, the shoulder is 19 inches, the sleeve is 11 inches, and the chest is 45 inches, the tummy is 42 inches. I will commence right now with the drafting. So what I will do first is to bring out the length measurement. I will start from this top, and I'll measure out 33 inches. This is my 33 inches. I will add 3 inches allowance. The folding allowance is included with other allowance that I will put there later. This is it. Now in this chieftaincy wear, there are some that we call their own putting curve at the side of it, but I will not put curve at the side of this. Rather, I will make it to be straight, and I will still show it in chieftaincy pattern. So I will measure out the chest. The chest is 44 inches rather. 44 divided by 4 will give us 44 divided by 4 will give us 11 inches. 11 inches. So I will still adjust this to myself. Adjust it. This is 11 inches, and I have extra additional 1 inch. So what I will do now is that I will cut this right from here. This is the foreign edge. I cut it out to this point, and I will bring this out first. So what I will do next is that I will mark here and make here 3.5 inches, which will be the shoulder slope. So I will use my measurement stick and draw a straight line. I'm cutting it. The next thing I will do now is to mark out the neck of the chieftaincy. After then, I will mark out the shoulder, and then I will cut it out. The neck, I will make the neck 2.75 on the width side, and on the length side I will make it 3 inches. 3 inches. I give a curve on the neck area. If you have your French curve, make use of your French curve to get this point. So I will measure the neck, the shoulder, pardon. Shoulder is 19 inches. 19 divided by 2 will give us 9.5 inches. I add half inches to it, half an inch to it to give us 10. So I will use my curve on this area. Give a curve at the armhole area. Then I will cut it. Remember that the chest is 44. We mark, divide by 4 will give us 11. I mark 11 and add 1 inch to it will give us 12. And on the tummy area is 40. I will make it 43 inches. 43 divided by 4 will give us 10.75. I add and then I have 1 inch to it. So what I will do now is that this is the front panel, I will cut out the back panel with this. I get my remaining fabric. So what I will do next is that I will trace it out. I will trace it from the top. Remember that I said I will give a fitting at the back that will run from the neck area to the bottom side of the chieftaincy wear. I will trace from the neck, from the shoulder. I just cut this out straight. Then at the bottom area we add 2.5 inches at the bottom area. .5 inches at the bottom side of the chieftaincy area. I will tell you the reason why I added this 2.5. So this is what I have here. What I will do next is that I will push this, the front panel, I push it downward. I push it downward to the end of the 2.5 which I added, so that the 2.5 which I added, the space will now be shown at the upper side of the chieftaincy, where it will be showing at the upper side. When I adjusted it downward, it will now show at the upper side of it. So the reason for that is that the back side, I will make it in such a way that it will overlap to the front side of the front panel of the chieftaincy wear. So the back panel will overlap at the front panel of the chieftaincy wear. So then what I will do is to overlap it. The space of 2.5 is just for the back panel to overlap to the front panel. So this is the overlap. And while overlapping it, make sure that the half inches is inside. That half inch which overlap is the sewing allowance. So I will cut from here. Then I will cut by the side of the senator to trim it for it to align with the front panel. The chieftaincy, not senator, chieftaincy here. So now I'm going to cut out the neck area for the back panel. I will give a mark of chalk tracing the front panel, making it to fall in alignment, to be in alignment with the back panel. So it will go this way. Remember, we remove about 1.5 inches. This is 1.5 inches fitting that we run from the back neck to the bottom of the chieftaincy. So this is it, and this is the chieftaincy where the back panel and the front panel, and this is the 1.5 inches which I remove for the dart at the back of the chieftaincy wear. So what I will do next is to cut out the sleeve of this chieftaincy wear. After cutting the sleeve, I will then cut the back piece and the pocket of the chieftaincy wear. This is my fabric, the remaining fabric, which I will use right now for the sleeve of the chieftaincy wear. So this is the sleeve. So we then mark our sleeve. The sleeve is 11 inches. This is 11 inches. I add 4 inches body folding and the sewing allowance. I'm done with the sleeve. What I do next is to cut the front and the back panel as the Chieftaincy wear. I want to draft out the front panel. You bring, the front panel facing. I want to draft out the front panel facing. So you bring the front panel of the Chieftaincy and place it right on top of the fabric which you have folded. I just folded this fabric now, as you can see. So I bring it and I place it right on top of the fabric. And I will cut it by tracing it with the front panel. So this is the front panel. I will give a curved design at this point. Then the front panel facing. This is how the front panel will be, how the front facing or front, this is how the front facing will be at the front panel of the Chieftaincy wear. So this is how it's going to be, and I will still cut out the back panel in the same format. Cut the back panel in the same format. I will use this for the back panel facing. I bring out the back panel and also place it on top of the fabric which I just folded. Remember I said that we are removing half inches for the, not having 1.5 inches for the darts that we run from the back to the from the top of the back panel to the bottom. But while cutting the front back facing, you don't need to include that 1.5 inches which you added at the back panel. I repeat, you don't need to add the 1.5 inches which you added at the back panel to the back facing. You don't need to add it. So I removed the 1.5. You can see the space for the darts that we run from this point to the bottom, and this is the 1.5 inch space. So I will place it this way, and I will trace out the back facing with the back panel of the Chieftaincy wear. So I'm done cutting out the front piece, or pardon, the front and the back facing of this Chieftaincy wear. Remember, I said that the back panel, the back facing, will carry the same shape with the front facing. Then I'm going to use the front facing to trace out the back so that it will have the same shape at the back side of the Chieftaincy wear. So this is it. This is my back facing. I will cut the pocket of this Chieftaincy wear. I cut the pocket. Please guys, if you are new to my channel, hit on that subscribe button below this video, and don't forget to on the notification bell, turn it on so that you get notified whenever I upload new video. And if you have found value in this video, please do well to give me a like on this video so that YouTube algorithm will circulate this video for others to also enjoy with you. And this is the pocket. I'm about to cut it. I'll be making the pocket, I'm cutting it 6.5 inches, but when sewing it will not be 6.5 inches. This is it. So I will cut this side. This is the shape of the pocket of the Chieftaincy. And now we have another shape on this side. So this is the shape of the pocket. That is the chest pocket or the breast pocket. Call it chest or breast pocket. This is the shape of it. And while cutting it, you cut in such a way that if you place it on the, if you should place it on the front panel, this area will be moving towards the armhole side. This area be moving towards the armhole side. Why this area, you see this way, be moving towards the placket area. So that is why I gave a mark of chalk to indicate the right side of the fabric and the wrong side, so that after sewing it, this area will be facing the placket, while this will be facing the armhole or your hand area, your sleeve area. So this side will be facing the sleeve, while this will be facing the placket. So the next thing I will do now is that I will cut out the facing. You know, in this our chieftaincy, it has a lot of facing on it. So this facing is what we use in turning it. We use this facing to turn this pocket. We use it to turn the pocket. So I will cut out the facing of the pockets. So this is the facing. I will still give a mark. I will give a mark of chalk to indicate the right side of the fabric, and also the right side, the wrong and the right side of the fabric. So which I have done here. So I will give a curve shape to the facing. During the sewing, I will place it this way and run my stitch. After running my stitch, then I will turn it. When I turn it, I will now fold this area and run stitch at the tip of the facing. So this is all about how to cut our chieftaincy wear. I believe you found value in this video. Please hit on that like button so that YouTube algorithm will circulate this video to much people to see, and for them to enjoy the benefit of this video. Thank you once again for watching, and see you guys in my next video. God bless you.